Welcome to Skully's Longbox / the pod.
You're adding more everything to
Ampersand number 004. There's 2 zeros.
There's double zeros.
And yeah.
Don't forget the end bracket.
No, there's an open bracket. We're just going to leave it like that.
Okay.
Mystery.
Is Josh.
I'm Cooper.
I'm Teddy.
And we have the guy that we wanted to be here since the beginning, but was too wrapped up in himself and his self-loathing to make it till now. His name is also Justin, so we'll just call him Allison.
Hey friends, I'm Justin Allison. Everyone calls me Al. I'm an art teacher in a school system. These guys are my friends from high school, and we had this idea last year to start this podcast. And I miss my friends.
Teddy's not your friend. Let's just clear that up.
You guys are like my brothers. Like, you're the best men in my wedding. Like, I love you guys. So
Teddy wasn't.
here we are. Almost, and actually, Josh, almost a year later, like, this is finally happening. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to get you on here, but
I know.
you're in Florida, or
Look,
we didn't
man.
call you.
Well, yeah.
All kinds of excuses.
That's my fault.
Look, all you had to do was pick up the phone and call me, and I would let you know.
Sorry, Josh. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Or Al. Or A-Dog. Or Greg.
Or Greg.
I think I'm going to call him Manny.
Manny names.
Manny names.
All my many names.
Alright, so today, before Teddy shits himself, we're gonna
Just do
do.
it now, Teddy. Come on.
We're gonna talk about. We're gonna give our review for the Suicide Squad, and we're gonna start with Justin. Then we're gonna go to Manny.
Well, there should be a massive spoiler.
No,
warning on
it's a
this.
review. If they're watching it, then they're fucking stupid.
I'll make a spoiler thing and we'll put it in there.
Spoilers.
Everybody just say spoiler at the same time.
I
There
don't
you go.
like that.
Too bad, it's going in. I can control the negative and the positive.
All right, so first.
Oh, for me?
Yep, you're first.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
make Teddy really just.
I'm
I'm
out.
gonna edge the shit out of you, Teddy.
How do you want the review system to be? Because I know you hate the out of 10.
We're gonna do 1 out of 5,
One
like
out of
1
5.
to 5 scale.
1 being the lowest.
5 being the highest. And yeah, and whatever you feel is necessary to justify your rating.
Okay.
Go.
All right. So I guess the rating I would give it is probably I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. The things that I'm gonna go ahead and start with the things I really liked about it. All the characters were very well fleshed out. I enjoyed everybody. Everybody's acting in that movie did a really good job. I really liked Killer Croc, like the effects and all the makeup and everything on him, and them keeping it to be practical was actually really nice because he did a really good job.
Shorty, I'm beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
And Enchantress, I thought Enchantress looked awesome. Like there was nothing about that I looked at her and I was like, oh, that's like special effects or whatever, until later in the movie where she got the crazy shit going on. But like when they had her flip out for the first time with the hand coming up
that
on
was
her
very
hand,
Yes.
that was so
just
fucking cool.
Yeah, it was. Definitely.
Yeah, just whoosh, and it was like that was ballin'. So I really enjoyed that.
Fuck, I did not spell her name right.
I like that they didn't bring Batman in too much. I mean, obviously they were like, well, this is how we got this guy.
That was their common thread, is Batman got most of them.
Batman got most of them. Obviously, loving it that Captain Boomerang was actually caught by the Flash.
That was a nice touch.
Yeah, keeping it to their respective villains and heroes and such. So that was really... Yeah. So that was really cool. I think that was about it for me for the really positive stuff. The movie wasn't bad. The things I really didn't like about it were probably the story was very lackluster. It was kind of like they threw it together there at the last minute, like they were trying to get like it looked like they wanted the Joker to be the main bad guy, but I think they were worried about a lot of backlash since they released like his design and everything and how everybody took it. So I think they kind of were like, well shit, we got to do something about this. So they whipped up this whole Enchantress story and having in her brother and it wasn't bad. I just thought it was like it progressed really quickly. It was just like Not a lot of build up for it, which isn't bad, but it felt like comparatively to how the other characters were introduced and how well they did, the story just seemed a little off. That, and I guess my biggest complaint is how they were trying to push that soundtrack as quickly as possible. Like, it just seemed like they were like, all right, pump out the next hit. Pump out the next hit. We got to get this soundtrack. People need to listen and know that we're putting it in there.
But I want it.
Yeah. I mean, they had Animals, The House of the Rising Sun, and all of it fit very well, but it felt really, really quick because they did that one, and then they immediately went to Sympathy for the Devil with
Diablo. Or what's that, Diablo?
No, Sympathy of the Devil was when they were introducing Amanda Waller,
okay.
And they were all having the dinner and everything.
Oh, and then they immediately after Credence for Croc.
Oh, yeah. It seemed like they were, let's push this soundtrack for everybody right now.
Still want it.
I mean, I'm not going to...
So it worked.
I like the music,
yes.
But the movie isn't what made me like the music. I like the music to begin with, and that's why I think they were pushing it out so much, is because they were like, this music is iconic. Everybody knows this music. Everybody knows Sympathy for the Devil. Everybody knows The House of the Rising Sun.
Well, even the rap songs, too.
Oh, yeah. They had Eminem in there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but it felt like they were pushing it out. The one that I'm glad that they actually kept in, that they used for the trailer, and they did it really well at the end, I thought, was Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, I thought it was really good there, especially at the end. But, that's why I would say, like, the movie wasn't bad. It wasn't great, wasn't bad. 3 out of 5.
All right. Allison.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, still sitting here just edging Teddy. He's about to lose it.
I don't know.
Right, so starting with the good, right?
Yeah.
What do you rate it?
Whatever you want.
You rate it.
Oh, man, okay. I'm going to give it, like, 3.5 out of 5. Can I do that?
No, because that's the equivalent of like
10?
7 or something.
Okay, I'll give it a 4, but I'm not basing it on any comic book stuff. Just the movie for the movie's sake.
Okay.
I'll give it a 4.
All right, so you round it up. That's fair. Math is on your side.
Favorite character? The absolute love Diablo. Oh my god. His character blew me away in the movie.
Totally called that, by the way.
What?
That I
The
like
last...
Diablo?
No, the last pod where I said Diablo was going down. If they were going to kill somebody off.
I figured they'd kill Slipknot.
Well, yeah, everybody knew they were going to kill Slipknot.
Because he didn't get any kind of
They were just like,
special
oh, and there's
treatment.
Slipknot. It's like, oh, that dude's dead.
Other pros, like, I mean, the movie for the movie's sake, it's a great movie, and I like to see DC getting on board with, like, creating a movieverse and starting to push their characters because that's probably the only thing they're really behind Marvel in. It's good to see some of these guys on the screen, reimagined, some of these characters first time, probably ever. So I think that's all plus. Biggest downside for me was it felt like it felt like a YouTube video list of like backstories.
Oh, kind of like how they threw like the introductions were just like,
Yeah, like
bam,
over half the movie was just, hey, here's a slightly modified origin story for this character. It felt a lot of that. And then kind of what you were saying, Coop, about the Enchantress stuff just kind of was thrown in there at the end with her brother, and it felt very X-Men.
Yeah.
I did not like how everyone got a backstory, even Katana, like as she was showing up, and then they didn't give Slipknot anything.
Yeah, like I said, it was like, that dude's dying.
Well, when you're introduced as the guy who can climb anything,
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, let's get a backstory on this guy.
when they introduced him, he showed up with Boomerang, and it was just kind of like, oh yeah, we just saw what Boomerang did, and like, oh yeah, by the way, here's this Slipknot guy, and then 5 minutes later, just, all right, okay, that's why we didn't know anything about him. That was like the one big thing for me. I was like, they kind of gave that away a little bit. But the ending was pretty good.
Well, to be
the
fair,
movie was pretty good.
he's worthless.
Who, me?
No, Slipknot. He's in like no
Okay.
one's rogue gallery. He's like a D-list for a D-list.
He's a D-lister. He's an F.
It just seemed like they needed to kill somebody and didn't want to kill anybody, so they just kind of threw him in. He was like, I don't know, wall fodder, I guess. The CG stuff with like the hand, the Enchantress stuff, that was amazing.
Oh yeah, love that.
Yeah.
The costumes were
Goosebumps is.
freaking wonderful. Deadshot's outfit is amazing.
I like that they explained his little why it was on the wrong eye. He's not actually using it to aim. He uses it more as a heads-up display, because every time I saw that, I was like, fuck, he uses that to aim. Why the fuck is he... He's still right-handed. What the fuck? But it's like, oh, it's just a heads-up display. Okay.
I think it's... Yeah, I think they did a good job there. What else to say? Movie was badass. Can't wait to see what DC does next.
All right. Teddy?
I would
Blow
like to
your
hear
load.
you go first.
No. Teddy, blow your load.
I'm going to give that movie a 2 out of 5.
All right.
Going down the list.
Going down the list. Pros, I actually really did like Joker's character. I thought he was very insane, but very well planned. Like, everything he did was well executed. And that's a very good version of the Joker. Did not like the tattoos, mind you, but...
I'm a fan of New Joker.
I do.
I love New Joker.
You know what? That's something I forgot to mention too.
Yeah,
but I really did like Jared Leto as the Joker.
His version of Joker, I could get over the tattoos. Didn't like them, but I can get over them because he was a great Joker.
Yeah.
You know he's got that rapey dick, too.
Yeah.
That giant anaconda gonna rape your dick, so you never know.
His laugh was just creepy as hell.
Yeah.
That like that legitimately made me uncomfortable, and I thought that was a good thing. I really like his relationship with Harley too. Like, he actually loved her in this. Like, in the animated series where she was created, he couldn't give a flying fuck about her.
No, there was a little bit.
There's a little bit.
It's about the same level. It's like, I will throw you into this before I go into it, but it's like...
He left her ass in that car.
Yeah, it showed right there. It's like, I love you. I mean, you're
he-
good when I need somebody to...
But he did kidnap a scientist to shut off the thing just so he could go rescue her, and then broke into a maximum security supervillain prison to get back to her.
Yeah, but I mean, he can always use... It's always good to have somebody as a distraction.
Like, I don't think their model of relationship is good for any relationship, of course, but as far as relationships go for supervillains, I think that was a very good one to portray. That being said, did not like Harley Quinn all that much. She was a liability to the team the whole time, and just cracked cringiest jokes I have ever heard in my life.
We kind of touched on that. It's like, I don't see how she was a liability, because she was holding her own, like, in every sense.
Yeah, but that's because she had plot armor. See, everyone else is shooting bullets and unaffected. She has a wooden bat and it's just like knocking them out. It's like, come on, she's not super strong. That's not one of her powers.
She's super crazy.
Yeah.
She's unpredictable.
She had more like that.
She also had a 44. So.
Yeah. Love, hate.
Yeah, I could see how that one was good. Actually, it was a roulette. Like each.
Well, it's love, hate.
Love, hate.
Oh,
hate.
really? Was it?
Yeah.
I thought I said other things too.
No, it's just love, hate.
Okay. No, I didn't mind that weapon. I did not like her character.
Loved it.
Anyway. Other good things, I thought I actually really liked that whole YouTube flip through. It really felt like an actual comic introduction to all the characters.
Yeah, it's just a lot of characters.
It is, but you know, Suicide Squad, they gotta introduce all these characters to people who have never seen many of them before. Like Deadshot. I don't know if anyone outside comic books has heard of Deadshot.
Yeah, no, he's been in Arrow and stuff.
Has he?
He is, if they know of anyone besides Harley Quinn, it would be him.
I thought they know Amanda Waller because she was also...
No, she's only kind of Suicide Squad-y, but I mean, she showed up in
she was in Justice League Unlimited, and
yeah,
she was
but you
also
really
in
didn't
Arrow,
know her.
according to Will.
She was in Arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in Arrow, but you really don't know her capacity until you see her in Suicide Squad, because before she does anything with that, it's just like, who's this bitch?
Yeah, she kind of just shows up and is like, shit happens.
Government bitch.
Yeah.
This is just government
But
bitch.
I really like Viola Davis' portrayal of Amanda Waller. Like, she was
Davis.
Viola Davis.
Viola.
But she was almost always in control.
Good fun
Even
fact.
when she wasn't, she was.
That's how she rolls. That's Waller.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really like that about it. We can go down the bad stuff now because there's a lot of it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Story. If it was there, I could say it was bad, but it wasn't really there.
Burn.
I really like, quote unquote, how they made a lot of villain or people they could kill without actually killing anybody, so they keep a PG-13 rating. It's like, oh no, we can shoot them without consequence because they've been taken over. It's bullshit.
Yeah, they're not human anymore.
Yeah, it's like, it was cool in Samurai Jack because it was a kid's show, but this is an adult movie. Come on, guys. We proved that with Deadpool you could have a rated R movie and have it sell really well.
True,
if you
though.
keep true to characters.
That's true.
Yeah, but DC doesn't have the pull Marvel does in the movie verse right now.
Well, yeah, but they had Batman who was killing people, so...
Yeah, but...
In fact, I think the Suicide Squad actually killed less people than Batman.
Just Batman.
Depends on your definition of killing.
They fall asleep.
Batman killed people. Don't.
No. It depends on your definition of killing. Because did Enchantress kill them when she turned them into her soldiers?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then she has the highest kill count.
That's true.
Yes, she does, but I was saying, like, she wasn't part of the Suicide Squad at that point anymore. This movie might as well have been called Rick Flag, Deadshot, and Harley Quinn, because the other characters, other than Diablo, had this noble end, were of no consequence whatsoever. Slipknot died almost immediately. Boomerang was only there to set up Slipknot so he could die. And, like, 3 other lines of comic relief. Killer Croc, I actually did enjoy. I didn't think he should say a lot, so he was kind of fine. And his last line in the movie, he said like 2 words too many. He should have just like kept it short. Then it got cringy again.
B.E.T.
BT.
No, I'm not talking the BET thing. I'm talking about like when he's going underwater to help with the bomb, and he's like, "I'm going to help you." Why not? Or he's like, "No, you're not. I wasn't asking." It should have ended right there. Then it says some tourist line. It was just kind of cringe.
Fine with that. The only part right there that bothered me at all was how he went into the water. The little shuffle.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, dive in.
Look, man, you wanted practical effects. Well, there it is.
No, all you had to do was dive in. That
No, you
weird
couldn't
little
dive
shuffle.
in.
There were stairs there.
You can't just dive into stairs. What do you think he is, Superman?
Man, gosh.
That was just a weird shuffle. Because
it
he was shuffling way before he ever got to the water.
That's how alligators shuffle, though.
I know, but
But it's a crocodile.
he's a crocodile. It's completely different. No, they're not the same. You tell that to somebody who studies animals and they'll burn your house down.
I can't help it. Alligators are just crocodiles who've had braces. No.
Alligators have generally thinner snouts.
Yeah, they have different, but their
And alligators
body
tend to be a lot
structures are
smaller.
similar.
Yeah. I thought the editing in the third act was really rushed. Like, it still had studio lighting. Like, it was just bad. You could tell it was a movie set at that point. And it's like, if I can notice this, anybody else could have. Like, it felt like those were the scenes that they reshot immediately. Like, it's like, we gotta get these done. So it's like, alright, let's reshoot it. We're gonna push the date back? Nope, you gotta have this done.
Actually pushed the date forward. It was originally like the 19th or something.
That's it. There you go.
Makes a lot more sense. Like, Running Man had better editing than that movie did at the end.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with Running Man.
Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s? Anyway.
Nah, I'm
That's
sorry.
a good. That's a good
I
movie.
love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
I feel like I'm missing out because it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie and I don't know what it is.
It's a great movie.
Okay, okay, so hold on. Sidebar. So okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I can't remember the setup for it, but anyway, there's this game show and they put people in. He's like a prisoner, I think.
Yeah, they
You have to
framed him
win.
They framed him for mass murder.
Yeah, the only way you can escape, classic thing, is you got to win.
Right.
But everybody else in there is like a murderer too. There's like a guy who's got like rollerblades and chainsaws and like
The
it is
Japanese ice hockey player.
fucking great.
Okay.
It is.
Think like
Great.
American Gladiator, but like
They kill
they're
people.
actually gonna kill each other.
But instead of those weird puffy baton things, I got chainsaws.
Throw in a little bit
Yeah.
of MXC too, because
Like-
it's kind of a comedy.
Okay.
How bad it is.
Like the host of the game show was actually the host of like what, the Family Feud back in the day.
Something like that.
Like he was a legit
something
game
ridiculous.
host.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Like, and they got him for.
I need to go watch this movie.
You do.
It's really fucking funny.
But the effects are like really cheesy. Like, and it's like you can tell how they were editing it to try and make, but like the editing.
They're like OG Tron GZ.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, it fits with the movie and it's great, but like with Suicide Squad, it was kind of just like a jarring take me out of it kind of thing. Like it ruined immersion for me. And I know that's a little what?
Are we not sidebar anymore?
No, I didn't.
I think he segued it back.
He's wide enough to ride a Segway, so he brought it on back.
Damn.
No, I'm sad.
Might have to check into the hospital on that one.
I know. Where was I?
You were talking about the lighting and bad and editing.
Oh yeah, Enchantress started off as a great character and then quickly devolved. Like it felt like the whole X-Men thing. Oh, help me, brother.
Oh.
Yeah, it was felt very rushed. Again, well, I think they actually had original music for this movie, and then the reshoots would not fit the music because they always make the music to fit the movie. So they just kind of pieced in together songs. The whole thing felt like a Hot Topic. I was in a Hot Pocket store.
Hot Pocket
Hot
store.
Pocket.
Pocket.
A Hot Pocket?
Topic. Hot Topic store. It felt like I was in a.
Have you seen our lean pockets? They're over here, sir.
It felt like I was.
if you look at the number of characters, like, it definitely has to be marketable. Like, yeah, I get that feeling. But, you know, you're gonna see, like, Diablo and Deadshot patches showing up at stores like that. Most definite.
Well, yeah, and I kind of get it. I just, like, and I know they're probably paying Will Smith more than anybody else because he's the big name draw.
Other than, like, Jared Leto and...
Jared Leto, for sure.
Yeah.
And,
Margot Robbie's
they're probably
still- yeah.
paying her pretty good, too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But, like, he was probably... I'm gonna go ahead and assume that he's, like, the highest earner for this movie.
Probably.
Considering
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
longest time he was the highest grossing actor, period. So I assume he doesn't get out of bed for like less than 10 million.
I don't know. He strikes me as the kind of... It's Will Smith. He strikes me as the guy, if he likes it, he'd do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Sam Jackson in Star Wars. Like, yeah, you let me do it, and I'll do it for free.
That was for free?
No.
I was getting ready to say.
It's
His kind of free.
free-ish. You gotta pay for some stuff.
You gotta pay all my expenses.
Too bad the Star Wars prequels were terrible. That's not a discussion for today.
Or
Another
ever.
time, Terry.
What?
Another time.
Another time.
Another time.
Another time.
Or never, you know, because reasons.
Yeah, maybe. When the next movie comes out.
We should not talk about the Star Wars prequels. Yeah,
And yet, you keep talking about
Alright, back to Suicide Squad.
You got more to say, Teddy, or?
The movie was super dark. Like, even in the daytime, it was, like, dark. And then you got
They're in
Diablo...
Gotham. It has to be dark.
Diablo lights a whole
That's the
building on
point.
fire, and it's still dark. How does that happen?
That was pretty bright in there.
It's a dark place. It has to be.
It is the night!
Also, if they're in Gotham City, where is Batman fighting the Enchantress?
They weren't in Gotham City. They were in Midway City.
You just...
That's because Al said they were in Gotham.
Okay, just clearing that up, just in case that's like what we really thought, because
I
it's
didn't-
Midway City.
I didn't think it was.
That's what it's called, is Midway City.
Also, the Enchantress fighting looked really cool, but then at the end she just pulled all their weapons away. Why didn't she do that in the first place?
Because she was tapped.
It felt like it.
She was tapped?
Yeah, like she was expended a lot of her energy making the weapon.
She was expending a lot of energy teleporting in between them to fight
No.
them hand to hand.
It's a
Remember
god
she was
complex. You know you're going to want to fuck with the little guys, and then you're like, you start crushing ants with your fucking feet, and you microscope, and just burning them up, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, there's a lot of fucking ants. Pesticide. You just wipe them out.
Also, how did Katana get her sword back?
Yeah, that is one thing that did happen. When Harley cut out Enchantress's heart, there was never a point in time where she like threw her katana back to her or dropped it or anything. They just kind of segued out and then back in, and all of a sudden Katana's like, hey, check it out, Soul Taker.
She could have passed it in the...
I guess they could have, but it seemed just kind of like, how the fuck she get that back? That was like one of the things when I was watching, I was like, when did she get that back? I had literally thought about it.
There's only one part that I thought about, and it was the shimmy underwater.
You're like, whoa.
And I was like, I saw that, and I was like,
Traumatized.
stop it.
Triggered.
What I was gonna say, Teddy, was she went feral for a while. Like she went back to her like crawling around form to fight them, and then she jumped back up on the pedestal and then transformed back to like full power god mode. So maybe she was like recharging. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe her power waned, and
Yeah.
she, like you said, went feral. Because as soon as she went to black mode, she went down, like crouching again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then jumped out there and started like fighting, and then she kind of like straightened back up and started talking again instead of just being like, "Rawr."
And when they like blew the weapon up, like
Turned into Blanca there.
Yeah.
she went feral again because she was hurt. I'm sure.
Yeah. Also, and I know this is my personal opinion. I did not choose my rating based on this, but I felt as though she should have died there.
Who?
The girl who was possessed by Enchantress,
June Moon.
June Moon.
She just killed the possession. That was the whole thing. Is like the Enchantress was showing. That's why it showed. I almost called it Trevor, but that's something else. Why she showed Flag that vision on the bed scene, because it's like, look, if you hurt me, if anything happens to me, it'll kill her. She was using that as like, you don't really know what happens if you kill me, but I'll kill this bitch
Not
I'm
real.
with.
It's not real.
Yeah, it was like it was a trick.
Well, I mean, I get that, but then like it's just like, I thought I'd killed you. I thought I'd killed you too. Oh, we didn't need another mushy ending. We needed something.
Joking about, you liked how Joker came in and gone. That's as mushy as it gets. Joker comes in there. That's my espresso.
I got an espresso machine. You mean my espresso machine?
Also, and I know they
Decaf, bitch.
God, I thought I told you.
I know they can easily solve this issue later, but I found trouble with Rick Flag and his motivation. His whole motivation was to save June Moon. But now that he has June Moon, he's still with the team? Even though that was literally the only motivation that we were given.
Well, that can still be his motivation. You have to remember, Waller is a straight up cold-hearted bitch.
Well,
she could kill her if she wanted to.
I'm not
She's killed people for less.
yeah, she has. I'm not
You sitting in this room, plow, 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 plow.
And I'm not disagreeing with that statement. I'm just
didn't
saying
have
like his whole
clearance.
thing was he wanted to save June Moon from the Enchantress, and he successfully did that. And like before that, he was already threatening to leave, but now somehow he saved her, and he's still with the team.
There was a part of the movie where he said his past wasn't perfect either. When they were sitting at the bar, he's like, "I've done things too."
Yeah.
So maybe
She's the
she
queen
has
of blackmail.
something over him.
I mean. I
But
guess-
even then, you don't know that he's not still with them. Where are you getting that from? There's no evidence that he was still with them.
because at the end he was there with Deadshot and his little girl.
Well, he's still helping. He promised Deadshot. They bonded.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing that they bonded. That was never in question. That was actually one of the best parts of the movie was their rapport.
Yeah, and you didn't see him with the rest of the team. You saw him with him.
Gold standard there, coach.
They bonded.
Been like, "Hey, before we take you back, we're gonna let you do this," and then once he escorted them, done, kind of deal.
I mean, it could have, but I mean, Rick Flag was with the Suicide Squad for a while, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's the comic. This could be something completely different.
I mean, it could
but,
be.
But Waller will still get shit on him.
No,
Waller can keep him there if she wants him there.
She will, but like I said, they could have just made him uber patriotic. Like, this is the only way to save your country. All right, I'm in.
He's not Captain America.
Here's your bouncy fucking
You mean that Hydra?
physics defying
that Hydra
shit.
agent?
Yeah,
Captain
no,
Hydra. Yeah.
It's not as cool. Captain Falcon.
I'm still waiting
Falcon.
I'm still waiting on his new sidekick to show up.
Falcon.
No, Hydra Bob.
Hydra Bob, yeah. Oh, dude, he better show up in the next Deadpool movie. That'd be amazing. Bob from Hydra.
Kind of thought he was there for a minute when he talked to that one guy.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of was like, is that supposed to be Bob?
Bob from Hydra. I don't know about this nonsense, Bob.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking spell it for you. Say my name. Oh, I'm gonna fucking spell it for you.
The Deadpool movie was great.
It was. That was a great movie.
Absolutely.
All right, Josh. So, Teddy, you done? You
I'm done for now until Josh.
Until Josh starts
is
talking.
about to destroy something.
No. I give it a 4 out of 5.
All right.
Fucking loved it. It is the most comic book movie I think they've ever done. Period. Marvel, DC, anybody wise.
Disagree.
What's more?
Watchmen.
Watchmen, pretty but
I like that.
it still didn't feel like the comic book. There's a lot of the color changes and stuff.
It felt very comic book to me.
It did, but I feel like this was more colorful and this felt more comic book.
This was very colorful, but if you look at the palette of Watchmen, it matched the movie.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
When he gets knocked out that window in that comic, does it go orange in the movie? No, it's orange in that panel.
But it was a frame for frame.
They didn't use primary colors in the Watchmen.
No, but and it's not
Red, but not orange.
to the Watchmen.
Well, reddish, orange, whatever. But in the Watchmen movie, they didn't use these crazy color palettes. They kept it more real and
they
gritty.
made it a movie version of the comic.
Right. And I don't have a problem with it, but I feel like this was more comic booky than that.
I don't
The
think so.
intro to the characters was more comic booky. It was way more playful.
This Watchmen matched the comic more than I think Suicide Squad movie matched the comic.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't pulling from this was written down, and they just tried to pull as much from that as they could.
Which is great, which is what you needed to do.
But
Yeah,
they didn't pull any particular story for.
Well, they didn't pull any
Yes.
story at all for this.
No, I disagree. There was a very coherent story all the way through.
It was very
I
coherent.
don't understand where you're pulling that shit from, because there was a story from start to finish of what was going on.
I didn't say there wasn't a story.
I know I'm talking to him, but I'm just looking at you.
I didn't say there wasn't a story. I just said it wasn't a very good one.
I will concede there is a story, but it's very, very minimal and it's very, very cliched in every sense of the word.
It's fine, but there was a story.
About the characters than the story.
Well, that's what it was
and,
about.
And I will give you that. Like, it was a great character building movie. Like, it built a lot of the characters, except for Boomerang. I only saw
Build him as much as he ever needed to be built.
Yeah,
He
but-
is not an incredibly complicated character. He's a guy who throws boomerangs.
I don't know. I feel like they could have done more. They could be like, "Why do you use boomerangs?" I mean, isn't that just a stereotype? And
Like, no one
I figured he
questioned-
could have
Well, that-
explained like
now-
he did in the Superior Foes.
He also
Oh, yeah.
drank a lot of beer.
Yes, he did.
Which
Yeah.
is why I'm really excited about
Superior
the.
Foes.
The Superior
Superior
Foes
Foes
of
of Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
But he's a DC villain.
Yeah, you're thinking of something
Oh,
else.
who the hell am I thinking of then?
They're Captain Boomerang.
They also have a Captain Boomerang. I want to say it's almost exactly Captain Boomerang.
I think DC's Captain Boomerang's a little lamer.
Now I'm curious of like, who the fuck am I talking about? I think it's literally
I
just
think
called Boomerang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Boomerang.
it's just
Think of
Boomerang.
Shazam.
It's Shazam. Back to DC, huh? Again,
Uh,
turning around to look to see if you're there.
Captain Boomerang is just a really lame character, but I love him, and I think this movie made him better than he's ever been. I mean, I don't see how he's always been able to fucking fight with Flash and stuff, and it's like, why? Why?
They
You have boomerangs.
They honestly explain that all the time
I know.
because Flash has a thing with his villains where it's just like, we're not gonna kill each other.
Yeah, no, they all
They're-
the rogues, him and the rogues. They're like, we're not gonna kill each other, but we're gonna do this dance.
Yeah, it's like this is a dance and we're doing it.
Because actually, Flash has one of the most powerful rogue galleries of anybody.
Captain Cold.
Captain Cold has a braid that can literally make anything absolute zero.
Yeah, but it's still a gun. It can be gotten around.
I'm not saying it can't.
I don't think he has
the.
the most powerful.
but that-
He has a couple.
Like Mirror Master, you can never even touch him if he didn't.
I'll give that to whoever's counted as Manhattan's. Whoever Manhattan's rogue gallery falls into, that they win. I feel like Batman has the most interesting.
Manhattan. I'm a villain. Now you're non-existent. So
Yeah,
Yay!
I was gonna say whoever's gallery he falls into, they win.
behold my mighty floating penis.
I don't think he's a rogue though.
How they're kind of setting him up, they're setting him up as not to be a rogue, but he's a god who doesn't feel. He doesn't look at things emotionally. So he makes just like in Watchmen, he makes those decisions that he feels is right
It's all
without
logic.
emotion in them.
There's no emotion.
Which will, I mean, he's a sociopath. I mean,
Can you call a god a sociopath?
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Huh?
You have to be human to be a sociopath.
Yeah, you have to be human. At his
why
point,
can't God be a sociopath?
If
You explain why God can't be a sociopath to me, because God is.
I'm just saying, at godly levels of power, like it's like viewing ants.
Exactly.
Like you don't feel any emotion when you crush them. You don't feel any emotion when you just let them go. They're just kind of there.
Nah, it gets me off.
And you'd make a terrible god, Josh.
Or a fantastic one.
I think I'd be alright. I'd pick somebody that'd be my favorite.
Oh, mighty lord. Yeah, what's up? I need you to smite these guys. Why? I didn't like this brand of soda. The hell? Burn for your dislike of. What were we talking about?
Lettuce.
Lettuce.
You like lettuce?
They specifically eat nothing but lettuce, and they say it tastes delicious.
I will destroy all vegans. But
Anyway,
I loved it.
There we
I
go.
loved it. I thought Harley Quinn was great. Even though she did have the cringeworthy, that is what she fucking is.
She
She's
does have
never
cringeworthy.
have fucking like legitimately
She doesn't have.
laugh out loud jokes. Her jokes are like, God,
Yeah.
when's her mustache coming in? She's gonna be a dad soon.
It's like the only reason you're still standing here after telling that joke is one, you're crazy, and I'm afraid you're gonna shoot me with a 44 point blank, and the other is, God damn, you're smoking hot. There's a lot of there's a lot of crazy in that hot.
That was a good line. A lot of crazy in that.
You know what they say.
Deadshot was cool. I mean, they did him pretty good.
Yeah, Will Smith did a really
Yeah.
good job as Deadshot.
Will Smith does a great job of portraying white comic book characters as black people. He's done it twice now, at least twice that I know of.
Who was this other one?
Wild Wild West.
Yep.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
A while ago.
I
Yeah.
was actually most hyped to see Will Smith in an actual action hero position
And-
instead of that crazy one he did a couple years ago where he
Hitch or not Hitch?
Hancock.
Yeah, Hancock.
Hancock, yeah.
I thought Hancock. The first half of Hancock is one of the best movies I've ever seen.
I mean, Space Loads was too much.
Yeah. No, like I said, the first half of that movie was one of the best ones I've ever seen. It's like they changed directors halfway through the movie.
Will Smith's great if he doesn't have his son dragging him down.
Yeah, that kid. I know he loves him, but
I was most excited about him, and when I found out his Deadshot, I was really excited. But
Yeah,
I
he-
thought they did a great job with it.
He made a great Deadshot.
I
agree.
loved Jared Leto's Joker.
Me too.
Absolutely loved it.
I
I
did
think he's the best Joker. I can't wait. I want to see his extended footage to make that for sure. But
I want to.
I think he's
I don't
the
think.
most
I think.
comic booky Joker.
well, he is the psychopath Joker.
Well, I think
Yeah.
best Joker.
You had your anarchy Joker, and you had your gangster Joker, and now you got your psychopath Joker.
Yeah, well, I mean, each Joker fit their own universe. So, like, in essence, he's the best Joker for this universe.
Oh, no, that's what I say. Like,
Because this universe Batman is a dick.
He really
He
is.
kind of is, yeah. Ben Affleck. Ah.
Most of my movies are bad. I feel a lot of rage.
hey, you can only do so much with the script you're given.
That's true.
Especially when
Because
you write
the
it.
movies that he writes and directs,
Where's Matt Damon when I need him?
the movies he writes and directs are great.
Of course, he writes perfect parts for himself.
Yeah,
He
it's,
does.
it's good.
He works.
He was
around-
great in Argo because he was about being himself.
But when you have like Daredevil,
Look, I'm not saying Daredevil was his fault.
no, it never was. A lot of people blame him for it.
No, I thought he played a perfect Matt Murdock.
I thought it was terrible.
No, I didn't say it was a good
Well,
movie.
it's the same thing as this. Like, I thought the characters were great,
Yeah,
but
but that is about
Yeah.
it.
Fucking, this is like Joker made me uncomfortable, even though he was on screen and I know he's not real. Like the little cat purr growl thing was like, ugh.
It was just like,
It was like, it's fucking weird. There was a good amount of comedy in it. A lot of people saying the movie wasn't any funny parts in it. Like, I love that guy just in the background in that same scene, just getting at that
Oh, yeah,
fucking
just
meat. They got
chopping.
man, I think you got it.
I thought they were gonna do more with that scene too.
Leto tweeted, I guess. I don't know what he did. He came out and said on one of the social medias that they cut out a ton of his scenes.
honestly, I think it was because of the backlash, because of how he was.
Again, that's my theory.
I can't wait
anyway.
for Blu-ray to see those scenes.
Yeah, to see the extras, because I mean, again, I think they were all afraid that after they released their version of the Joker and how everybody was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?"
And everybody needed to calm down and just see how he does it first.
Well,
Everybody said the same thing about Brokeback Ledger.
Broke back Ledger.
That's Josh. You have actually a good point. Like a lot of people did not
Well-
like Heath Ledger to begin with.
Like,
And then he fucking blew it away.
Exactly.
Well,
I think once this gets out for a couple weeks, when they do the next Batman movie, like he'll definitely be there, like front and center.
Well, the next Batman movie, I think, will be like the best comic book movie there has ever been, ever. Because Jeff Johns, Ben Affleck, Jeff Johns is like writing it.
yeah, well,
Jeff Johns and Ben Affleck
Well,
are writing that fucking movie.
to be fair, Jeff Johns also wrote The Arkham Knight, and that was kind of bad.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't wait to see how it goes. He is like the shit.
I'm gonna back you up a little bit here, okay? If you want to build a good universe, you need to have lots of really interesting bad guys, and this movie definitely did that.
And,
Yeah,
and I
it
completely
got 'em all
agree
in
with
there.
that.
If I had to put, it's kind of stereotyping, but when I first heard Will Smith, before they said Suicide Squad or anything, when they first said he was going to be a villain in the DC universe, I thought for sure Black Manta.
Actually, he would have made it fantastic. I think he would have made it
I
good.
think
Black
so.
Manta.
I think he can do the serious and throw out a quip or something every now and then. I think he would have been a good Black Manta.
They would have had him with his helmet off a lot more, though.
Oh yeah.
I know, but the iconic thing about Black Manta is...
Pew!
yeah, so...
Laser zappy eyes.
Also, in other news of other villains, Willem Dafoe is going to be one of Aquaman's people.
Oh,
Did you say, who?
Aquaman.
Oh, I just sounded like
Aquaman.
Hawkwoman.
Aquaman.
You saying Hawkman or Aquaman?
Aquaman.
Do you mean Norse god Poseidon Aquaman?
Norse god Poseidon.
Exactly. No, he's going to
I
be
love his new arc.
like he's going to be the guy who was Aquaman's advisor who turned against him eventually.
Oh,
He got-
I know who you're talking about. He's like nothing.
The Underminer.
He's like nothing.
He undermines everyone's plans.
he was actually the king of Atlantis in New 52 for a while.
That wasn't his advisor. Then.
Are you thinking about
Because
the
his brother Submariner
Yeah, it was like
took over. But they did. He had an advisor. I can't think of his
No,
name.
his advisor was like the de facto king while Aquaman was out and away. And then like when Aquaman...
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. He was like, I hold the position while there's no one to claim the crown.
Yeah.
And then Submariner's like, what's up?
All right, Josh. What did you dislike?
The
Nothing.
Scooty,
The-
the little crocodile shuffle.
The-
I did not like that,
essentially nothing.
and I did not like the slow motion part at the end. Thought it lasted way too long.
Oh, yes, that lasted like 5 minutes too long.
They should have thrown in a song right there. Or if they did, I don't remember it.
Came in like a wrecking ball.
They should have done the Ron Jeremy version of Wrecking Ball. And just, I came in like a wrecking ball.
Other than that, I really
They
like
should
it.
have said like hard one on the revolver instead of hate.
Hard one.
Hard one.
Or
Hard on.
Which is just a gotcha. That bullet is guaranteed to crit.
Crit.
I don't know, like, one of the things I really liked is, did you notice, I don't know that you would notice, but Al, I bet you probably noticed, in Enchantress's spell, those people that were underneath the cloth dancing, did you see them? Like her spell when it was on the ground part of her spell. Like the black kind of thing floating around.
What part of the movie? Sorry.
The whole time she's building up the big, whatever you want to call it.
The big her machine to kill.
Yeah, her
humans.
machine thing. Like when she's casting that spell and she's in her full form or whatever, she's pretty much focused on casting that spell.
Yeah.
Like, the part I finally noticed it was when they were all kind of hiding and she was kind of trying to trick them into the false realities. You know where I'm at?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
With all hiding behind the pillars, and she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"I know you're there. Stop being retarded."
Did you see the fucking people underneath in the black?
Oh, like it was swirling, kind of.
Yeah, but it was like
Yeah.
I think that was fucking neat looking.
I did not see it. No.
It kind of looks like.
I think it was actually just people dressed
Yeah.
up doing that.
Oh,
It looked really fucking cool.
Maybe it was.
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
No,
That's
it's
what
like
I'm saying.
something
I
you
didn't-
had to be like looking at it. It's
Yeah,
like I was
it's like-
looking at all
I
kinds
did
of
not
stuff
know.
in that movie.
I didn't notice then.
I think it was all CG, but
I don't know, like how some of that stuff moves. I know they could do it with CG, but how some of it moved,
well, maybe
that
they-
part of it seemed like. And he's a big fan of practical effects. I could totally see that part.
I wonder if maybe they had like some people there moving it and then CG'd over it a little bit so it didn't look.
Maybe touched it up because give them the glowy eyes and stuff because they had eyes.
They could have berserked animated.
You're right.
Well, they had
Did you
eyes.
notice-
It was
did
fucking
you
cool.
notice in her crown, like around her head, that each like point on the clock was an eyeball? And
Yeah.
They're all open.
Yeah.
And
I
they moved around.
Didn't even
where
see
she
that.
was.
Yeah. No, it's just it's just I knew he would because we look at different things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have liked to.
It's the artist.
I would have liked to seen that movie before they did the extensive reshoots.
Well, who knows what those reshoots were really for?
Yeah, I mean, it all happened after the backlash of the Joker thing, so we can.
I really like. I don't. I mean,
I'm-
that's what you said was like the whole.
I'm with you on that. It's
I
like,
didn't see
I
the
wanna-
choppiness or the dislocated or anything. It felt.
No, it
felt A to B to me.
It felt cohesive, yes, but I'm saying it just felt like they like took it and they were like, okay, it's going this direction, and they were like, okay, but now we're going over here. Like they came to a fork in the road, and instead of going down the path like everyone thought it was going down, they were like, well, check out this grassy knoll over here, fucking.
Well, they definitely cut out a big scene with the Joker.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, if you saw, remember in the trailer where he's got the half burnt face,
Yeah.
that wasn't in there.
Yep.
That was probably after the plane crash. I don't think he was ever meant to be the main villain. I think it was
No.
going to be Enchantress, but I think that there's definitely something that got kind of shuffled, maybe.
I want to say that Joker wasn't ever supposed to be the main villain, but I think he was supposed to be assumed the main villain, and then they were like, oh shit, Enchantress. But this one, it was just kind of like, hey, there's Joker, and then
Pull a
Enchantress.
Final Fantasy VIII on you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, gotta fight Adia. Oh, Adia's the main bad guy.
Yeah.
Ultimecia, fuck! When's she come in? Disc 3 or 4? Fuck!
200 hours later.
Yeah.
It's
I really
R1,
really liked
R1,
it.
R1. Anyway.
I loved like what they did with Killer Croc.
Agreed.
Loved Boomerang. Loved Boomerang.
Boomerang.
I've always been a big fan of Boomerang
Yeah,
anyway.
same here.
I love seeing Flash in it.
Yeah, that was a cool cameo, actually.
I mean,
I think Ezra Miller's gonna make a great Flash.
yeah, I think he is too.
I was worried for a little bit of the Batman Superman, but honestly, after seeing him in the frickin' Flash armor,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, we got this.
I mean, I really enjoyed it. There's just a couple things that worry me. It's not the movie. It's that it's not going to be able to come out in Japan. Or not Japan, China. Unless they change something.
Probably Enchantress.
Because you were telling me about this.
It could be a little touch of her, but they do allow sorcery.
Oh yeah, you're right. They do.
The
but-
thing that they don't is if they consider those people dead when she kisses them, that would mean they're undead.
There's Ambos.
They do not do that, and they'd have to change El Diablo when he becomes skeleton.
Yeah.
They do not do
By the way-
undead, living dead, skeleton. Nothing like that is allowed.
That was one of the coolest scenes, by the way.
Oh, it was really cool.
When Diablo
Oh, yeah.
became the skeletal.
He becomes an Aztec god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
And they don't like that. They don't like that. And that's going to hurt them box office wise, China, because that's the number 2 place for movie revenue is China.
Yeah.
And if they can't release it over there, it's going to really hurt it.
I'm sure they have.
It's not even on the books yet in China.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
It's
thought
not
they
even
had
scheduled
posters.
for a release date yet.
Jeez.
I wonder if some
yeah,
of the reshoots didn't have something to do with that. Maybe.
Because Ghostbusters wasn't allowed to be released in China.
Oh yeah.
Supernatural,
I mean,
they do not.
Apparently, they do not like that. Is there any particular reasoning behind
It's
that?
like their culture.
Okay.
They're very superstitious, more so than even Japan.
I mean,
I mean,
I know
Japan
that-
loves their superstitions. Though.
But they're really superstitious. That they consider dishonoring the dead. I believe. I don't want to step on nobody's toes.
Well, you can't like say the name or depict the demons, or it summons them to real life.
Yeah, that's like part of how they look at it. But like, you remember Justin or Allison? You remember when Wrath of the Lich King came out and like how much
Yes.
they had to change for that
Yes.
for China? Like all the skeletal dragons, everything had to be reskinned. There were no zombies. It wasn't an undead uprising. Like they had to change all that. That
people
is
from the
not
ground.
allowed. It's not allowed.
So something like the Mummy probably wasn't allowed
No.
in China.
Nope,
No.
probably not.
No.
No undead. Nothing with
So
vampires.
they missed the whole Brendan Fraser thing.
But yet they make the creepiest horror movies. of all
They
time.
do make really creepy horror movies, but
They
they
don't-
do it in. That's why some of theirs are really unique because we usually stick to our monsters, and they're like, we got to figure out something different.
Oh yeah, it's psychological.
Yeah, it worries me that that's going to hurt it. I mean, I know that's going to hurt it, but hopefully they can. Maybe I surely hope that at least some of that reshooting was to try to get it to where it could be released over there. But fucking Enchantress was awesome. I loved the
Final
feral
form
Enchantress.
outfit with like the data like glow on her stomach and stuff.
The dusty one I liked better.
I
Oh,
agree.
where she's like feral.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
I really like that
Yeah,
one.
that was a really cool.
Like she was just really creepy.
Yeah, just
Just-
kind of like
The fucking hand thing.
yeah,
That
there's like-
fucking just rock hard when that.
Yeah,
as
that
soon
was-
as that happened, I was like, yeah, I'm into this. I mean, I don't fucking care. I'm into this. that was just really. That feels like something from a Japanese horror movie.
it
Yeah,
did.
it was
Yeah,
very like
felt very
Ringu.
Ringu and what was the other one?
Juon, which that's the
Juon.
Grudge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
grunge. Yeah.
The Grudge.
The grunge.
There's a part in the Grudge that really got me because it's like the door opens or whatever and like it's the puppet or whatever, but her head's at the top and she's doing the thing, and it just like goes from like the top of the door like all the way down. It was like holy shit, that freaked me out for like a hot second.
Those are a lot scarier than the English versions.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's like I really like that, and they had to give the math. Think about if they took the Suicide Squad in there and didn't have the little. Because I know Teddy brought up he didn't like the little, the cannon fodder people. But if they didn't have those in there, you would have took that whole Suicide Squad in there, and they would have just made it over to Enchantress.
Well, I get that, but the whole thing is like they just made it inconsequential to kill hundreds of people now.
Well, like you
and-
said,
and-
if they're already dead.
Well, I know, but it's just a trope that's been overused recently.
But then again, it might not have been. If they could return from that, then that's another reason why they'd send the Suicide. The whole. What the fuck was I saying?
I don't know. I said they made it where they could inconsequentially kill like hundreds of people.
Oh, well, no, they could have done that. Like, it didn't matter. As soon as they brought the Suicide Squad in, then it's fine because that's their whole thing is like, whatever they fucking do, we don't have to worry about.
No. I'm agreeing with you slightly because like, but I kind of wish there were more. Like it was because they just did that so that way they could do it with keeping a PG-13 rating. Basically, like you slice open this guy's head. Oh, it's just black goo inside.
I would prefer to see, like, that representation of them being changed over top of, like,
But like
they have red eyes or something just like they're different.
no, but like there was no they felt no remorse in killing them. There was no like.
They're all villains.
I know, but
Then what's the problem? Harley Quinn goes and kills people for fun. Why would she care about killing someone who's less than a person now?
I mean they were already on the whole like.
Deadshot gets paid to kill people.
I know he gets paid to kill people, but they're already introducing he has a human element because he didn't kill Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that was her. But these are just a bunch of people he hasn't built a relationship with.
And if
I think it's just a missed opportunity, though.
I disagree with your argument there because you want there to be consequences for these people that have no problem killing people. The only one who had a problem with it was Diablo. And that made his character feel more.
Yeah, well, actually, in this movie, it made his character feel kind of useless up until the end because he's refusing to kill these people who are already dead.
But again, we don't know the rules. Like, are they dead or could they come back?
They already said that they couldn't come back.
No, but could they? Enchantress, like when Enchantress was gone,
yeah,
we were
but when they cut through like the heads and everything, it was just like solid black char. And stuff.
Well, you gotta look at Enchantress. She was all kinds of fucked up and shit, but after her heart was destroyed,
a little muddy.
Yeah, she actually. I think that was like very odd.
But it's like, what if? Like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, we don't know that they weren't actually killing people that could be saved. We don't know. We can only guess.
Yeah, I think it changed them completely. But talking about like Chinese release, I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe it's a spell, or maybe not. Maybe they can't do that. I don't know.
That's why I say if they add like a little scene where it shows like the people who were part of the army recovering, then they're no longer undead, and that'll be fine. And then they're just gonna change up Diablo a little bit.
That would have been a great scene to add at the end, actually.
It could be in there, but I mean, it was like I said, told Cooper, it was a 2 hours and 3 minute movie. They had too much more in there, and they're running the risk of fucking Batman Superman.
Yeah.
Which, granted, the 3 hour version of that movie filled a lot of holes.
It had to.
So I'm excited about the Suicide Squad version.
Felt like it should have ended like 6 times though.
They pulled Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And scene. And scene. And fuck! Gotta piss!
Yeah, you know what movie did that to me?
You have to split the last movie into 7 different movies.
Ah, jeez. No.
Twilight, Harry Potter, Shades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no.
50 Shades of Ass.
I was just thinking the movie that did that to me the most, where I was like, this movie just needs to stop right now, was Pineapple Express. Like, there were so many points of time it was like, this movie should have ended already. Stop. Please, what are you doing?
You know how to make that movie really fucking funny?
How's that?
Watch the edited version.
Oh, yeah. Moses!
Oh, Moses! You're a casserole! No, you're a casserole!
I'm tired of these Monday to Friday,
I'm tired of these
fight snakes on this Monday to Friday
plane. Yeah. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon. Mr. Falcon. Not even trying. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
I love those AMC edits.
Oh, it's perfect.
I think those were all FX.
No, I think they were AMC.
FX.
No, at least the Snakes on a Plane was definitely AMC.
No, that was FX.
That was AMC.
It was FX! Just like fucking in Troy, instead of calling him a son of a bitch, he calls him a sack of wine.
You sack of wine.
You sack of wine.
Did you say swine?
Sack of wine.
Swine?
Is this our same song?
Is this the same song? Where's Duke
Where's Duke play?
I did that for Will's parents, and they loved it.
They did.
They loved that.
So you went?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I got free food out of that.
Yeah.
I got free cheesecake out of that.
Well.
Play ping pong?
No, sadly. But I have a ping pong table, so...
Wait. You guys got a ping pong table downstairs now?
Yeah.
How did you know it was downstairs?
Where the hell else
Where
was
else is it gonna go?
Where the hell else was it gonna put
Cooper
it?
put it on the porch. They like to play extreme.
We only play when it's like super stormy outside.
No, they just took off all the guardrails. Fucking you take a step too far back and you're off. Sure you want to chase that ball?
We start playing and immediately put on like Final Fantasy VII music. It's just like dun 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 dun.
Alright,
I'm in as long as it's not Final Fantasy X music.
Yeah, we'll be alright as long as it's not anything from Final Fantasy X. I didn't like that game.
Me either.
I didn't like 13.
I didn't like the ending.
13 was the...
13
was the hallway. Yeah.
13's too easy to rag on. I liked it.
I didn't hate it. I loved Lightning.
No, Lightning was.
I thought Lightning
there was
was
a reason why the 2 sequels were Lightning.
Yeah, that's true. I liked Lightning.
It's an important part of our ecosystem.
Fucking 15 though.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it looks great.
Oh.
Looks great. Daddy, you played demo.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Loved it.
Loved it? Okay.
I went out and pre-ordered immediately after I finished the demo.
Oh, damn.
Just I need November to be here. I need Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Yeah, buddy.
I need it in my life.
Meet it.
Need it.
So
Meet it. You meet it.
is
I
that it
meet
for the review of Suicide
Swine?
Squad?
I think we kind
I
of.
think so.
So everybody's reviews. You gave it a 4.
4 out of 5.
I gave it a 3. Teddy gave it a 2. Al, you gave it
A 4.
a 4. So what we got? 8.
The fuck is an 8?
4 plus 4 is fucking 8. So 4 and 4, 8. Add 3, you get 11. Add 2, you get 13.
13 out of 25.
13
The
divided by 13 divided by 4, because there's 4 of us here.
All right.
So what do you get?
3.25.
There you go. Thank you, Al. At least somebody knew where the fuck I was going with that.
Well, I used a calculator.
Justin,
I'm an art teacher, not a math teacher.
we like, okay, say this, and then like Justin will put it at the beginning. He's like, so like, it'll make sense.
Okay.
This is Justin. So Justin, explain who you are.
Oh, hey, I'm Justin Allison. Everyone calls me Al. I'm an art teacher in a school system. These guys are my friends from high school, and we had this idea last year to start this podcast. And I miss my friends.
Teddy's not your friend. Let's just clear that up.
You guys are like my brothers. Like, you're the best men in my wedding. Like, I love you guys. So
Teddy wasn't.
here we are. Almost, and actually, Josh, almost a year later, like, this is finally happening. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to get you on here, but
I know.
you're in Florida, or
Look,
we didn't
man.
call you.
Well, yeah.
All kinds of excuses.
How is that my fault?
Look, all you had to do was pick up the phone and call me, and I would let you know.
Sorry, Josh. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
All right, guys. So that's it for this episode of Skully's Longbox, the pod / nude thing.
Nude?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Don't forget the tilde.
Tilda.
Tilda.
Ampersand. It's important.
Ampersand. I think we're gonna just.
Hashtag peaks and valleys.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Good luck, Cooper.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun for me.